Good morning, good people. As you can see, I'm having technical difficulties starting my morning with Stackbundles. The problem is I didn't realize that I've never used the iPhone, iPad, or a MacBook, and I can't figure out how to put YouTube on this MacBook and how to connect it to all this stuff. So I'm having a little technical difficulties, but I said that today was gonna be my start. I'm gonna just do it on my phone. Mornings with Stack Bundles is just gonna be, just me talking about what's going on in the world, from sports to politics to gangs to the streets to just working people. But mostly it's gonna be like me and my friend Herb. We're gonna talk about growing up, in Chicago in the '70s, in the '80s, the '90s, to and on. And this story I wanted to tell y'all today, the statute of limitations is gone, people. You understand? My dad is dead, and when I got older, he became my best friend. But I just wanted to tell you about how we went from, my mom was working at Illinois Bell. My dad was a truck driver for the fish company, Isaac and Stein Fish Company on Halston Lake. And we went from moving on up like George and Weezy to me and Raymond being like JJ and Michael in good times. You understand? You understand me? Me and Raymond, we was in there. You understand? We was fighting over eggs, everything. It was kind of rough for a brother. You understand? Once Daddy was gone, you understand? It was reality set in. You know what I'm saying? But from 1 to 5, I was the only child. I grew up. I was born. When I was born, I was on 16th of Kilbourne, living in the house that my grandfather on my mom's side gave my mom and dad the house when they got married. My grandfather was old school, had a farm and all that type of stuff. I'm gonna tell you some of them stories during this adventure I take on YouTube. But from 1 to 5, I was the only child. Then Raymond came. You understand? Once Raymond came, things, I used to have, all the presents under the tree was mine. You understand? But then once Raymond came, it went down a little bit. You understand? But my dad and my mom, it was a rough relationship. And like I told you, my dad, he's dead. But when I got older and I got out the army, he's my best friend. But when I was a child, he was an alcoholic, abusive, things of that nature. And him and my mom didn't get along. He didn't want my mom going nowhere and stuff like that. And how we wound up struggling is one night my dad comes home drunk, and usually my mom be there to have his dinner ready and hot, but she wasn't there this night. And he was furious. And so he started going off on me and Raymond. I'm like 9 or 10. I think I was 10. Raymond was like 5. And he sat there and he was eating his food, and he was like, yeah, this is the last TV show you and your brother gonna watch. So you better enjoy it. Cause I'm gonna kill your mama and then I'm gonna kill y'all. Right? He drunk as hell. Using my mom home, she give him his dinner, he get in the bathtub. My dad would go to sleep in the bathtub drunk every night and wake up like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and go to work like it was nothing. Been in the bathtub all night, hands all wrinkly and shit. But we knew if he get in the bathtub, he'd go to sleep usually, And I never forget this, man. The TV show, that show you how kids remember stuff, Joe. The TV show that was on was That's Incredible. And it should be a little show where people they supposed to be doing incredible things. But really, this particular night, it was about the Rubik's Cube. This dude can solve Rubik's Cube within like 5 seconds and stuff. I remember this stuff like it was yesterday, and I'm 54 now. This was when I was like 10. And my brother Raymond, and when he said he was gonna kill him, Raymond ass started crying like a motherfucker, like, fuck that, Raymond, he crying, right? Oh. My dad said, nigga, get your ass in that room, and you better not try to go through that window. No, I'm gonna come in there and kill you before your mama get here. And he had this butcher knife right by his food. And I'm scared. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go through the Rolodex of how to get this nigga to calm down. And Raymond, he just told him, don't try to escape. Raymond tried to go through the window, and we had some blinds, and the blinds made some noise. And oh my God, he grabbed that butcher knife and he started going towards the door. So I'm running behind him, trying to save Raymond. He going after Raymond with the knife. Raymond went under some kind of way, and we running around this dining room table, right? He trying to get to Raymond. I jump on his back, woo, woo, and he chasing Raymond around the table with the knife. And I said, Daddy. And it just went in my head. I said, Dad, your bath water ready. So he calmed down. He said, yeah, I'm gonna take this bath. When your mama get here, I'm gonna kill her. He said, I'm gonna kill her in front of y'all first, then I'm gonna kill y'all. So he get in the tub. And I knew when he get in the tub, he go to sleep. That was the opening. But instead of me and Raymond leaving, leave it to Stackbundles, Sam, Black Sam, Deacon Foe. I got all these names. Leave it to me to tell my brother, Ray, bro, we got to kill this nigga, man. Raymond like, what? I said, Joe, we got to kill Daddy, Joe, because he going to kill us. He going to kill Mama. I'm 10 years old and shit, telling Raymond this shit. And Raymond like, okay. Once he said okay, I was all for it. I get the knife. I get Raymond a bat. And I say, Joe, come see my dad. He worked for a truck fishing company. And he used to carry those big wooden fish things with ice in them on each shoulder like it was nothing. And I'm struggling with a dolly, but he carrying it with on each shoulder. To my, come on, boy, He was strong, man. I never seen my dad lose a fight. He used to pay his rent by doing arm wrestling. He can arm wrestle you on each arm and beat you. I never seen him lose. And everybody respected him. So I knew he was strong. I knew he could fight because we didn't get whooped with belt. We got whooped like we was on the streets. That's how me and Raymond, got so good at boxing because we, our daddy was hitting us like we was, an enemy. So he go to sleep. I get the knife. I get Raymond in the bed. I said, Ray, I'm sitting there begging this boy. I said, boy, when I stab Dad, bro, if he get up and start coming, you got to hit him with the bat. Raymond like, all right. So we creeping and creeping and creeping, And I get in there like this, and Raymond coming. And right before we finna stab, my mom came home. And she was like, what the fuck is y'all doing? What is y'all doing? And I said, Mom, he said he was going to kill you. Then you going to kill us. And Mom was like, baby, don't worry about it. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. Now, my daddy would wake up in the morning. He wouldn't remember nothing. You know what I'm saying? That he did the day before. So he went to work like it was nothing. And my mama, we just grabbed whatever we can grab. And we was gone. And I ain't see my dad again for like about 3-4 years. Once I got a little old, like teenager, I went down to his job, and now we older, so we a little more, on his level. So he, it wasn't no more whoopings and wasn't no more hitting us because we was entrenched in them streets by that time. But it was to be tricked out with my dad, though. When he was sober, he was the best dad in the world. He'd throw the football around with you, teach you how to box. We used to do push-ups, sit-ups, wrestling. He used to make me and Raymond box with gloves. He used to make boys on the block fight me and box. But when he was drunk, he was just an angry drunk and didn't remember stuff. And it's tripped out that I'm talking about this abuse thing because when my dad used to, like when he came home, it could be, he'd get home around about 5 or 6, right? It's 5, 6 o'clock, whatever. That's early. Me and Raymond, depending on what song he was singing, when he got out of his car, that let us know what we had to do. You understand? Because if he sang this one song, he was in a good mood. So we stay up. My dad used to give us $50 a week, allowance, all this stuff. We like youngsters. And then if he was singing another song, we know, oh shit, me and Raymond act like we was in the bed. It's 6 o'clock afternoon. We in bed like we sleep, but we got to go to school tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So if he sang this song here, we know he was in a good mood. He used to sing this song. And maybe in a bad mood. He was in a bad mood. And if he sing this song, me and my brother go to bed, we knew my mom was in trouble. He was singing, remember, it used to be an old song, I forgot, it was called, I don't know what the name is called, but they say, I really don't need no light to see through you. I really don't need no love to see me through, no. If he was singing that song right there, me and Ray with the bed, because we know it's trouble in the house. Yeah, understand me? It's trouble in the house. But if he was singing this song here, we knew he was in a good mood. Money was going to be flowing, and he was going to get us some gym shoes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the song, I thought this was a song my dad made up. You know what I'm saying? When I was a child, I never heard this song on the radio, none of this stuff. He used to sing this song all the time, and I thought this was a song my dad made up. But when I found out it was a real song, was the day after his funeral. The day after his funeral, me and my girlfriend at the time was Mignana, and we were just laying down in bed. She was just trying to comfort me because I was sad about my dad, and the song came on the radio, and I said, "That's my daddy's song," you know what I'm saying? And you could have seen. I was like a boy who got whooped by a mom. I got snot, everything. I'm crying so hard, thinking this is a sign from God. Dad, you okay? I know that nigga ain't go to heaven, but wherever he at, he good. You understand? I thought it was a sign from God. But the song, if y'all hear the song, y'all be like, well, how you ain't heard this song before? He's just saying this, but the way he sang it, he didn't sing it like the guy who sang it. But he used to sing this song like this. He'll be like, oh, stop the train and let a po' boy ride. Don't you hear me cry? Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Now, if you old school, y'all know that song. That's Howlin' Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Stacking smoke stack or something like that. That's Howlin' Wolf. But as a kid, I never heard of Howlin' Wolf. He wasn't on the radio. We listened to GCI, V103. We ain't listen to that. So he used to sing that song all the time. I thought it was a song he made up. And the day after his funeral, I heard that song on the radio, and I took it as a sign from God. You know what I'm saying? And we knew if he was singing that song, money was going to be flowing. You know what I'm saying? And when we were staying at, I'm going to talk about, on other episodes. I just wanted to give y'all a slight introduction of what my show going to be about. I got me and my boy Herb. He going to come on here with me. We're going to talk about daily events, sports, politics, streets, the difference between the streets then, the streets now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about, how we grew up and how these young boys is right now. We just going to talk about a lot of the things that was going on growing up in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? When you grew up in Chicago, if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? When I went to the Army, when they found out I was from Chicago, everybody was scared of me. They thought I was the leader of my platoon in basic training the first day, just because I was from Chicago. Not that I was big or strong or looked dangerous. It was just, this nigga from Chicago. Even the drill sergeants, they used to make me do push-ups just because I was from Chicago. They said, at one drill sergeant, he said if anything come up missing, he coming to my room just because I was from Chicago. And then one drill sergeant would walk in and out the door. And he told me every time I see him, I had to give him 50 push-ups. He would walk out the door, in the door, just to make me do push-ups. Just because I'm from Chicago. So that's what most of my show going to be about. Just growing up in Chicago, today's events, politics, you know, because we well rounded. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, valedictorian in 8th grade, went to Lane Tech, went to the Army, but I also was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was a four-corner hustler since I was like 13. You know what I'm saying? But school and working was instilled in us through my dad and my grandfather, because my grandfather had a farm. He was a hard-working dude. And my dad worked 30 years, never took a day off or a vacation, 30 years driving that truck, man. He died on his truck. That's how dedicated he was. And that's how me and my brother got our work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Because if you didn't work, you didn't eat in our crib, you understand me? You get out there and get it, boy, you going to be a starving little nigga, you understand? But once my boy Herb come, we going to talk about those things. He was the one that was on the treadmill with me when I was trying to lose weight to fit in my skinny jeans for my wedding and shit. You know what I'm saying? I lost the weight to get in my skinny jeans, but it did stay off. You understand me? But yeah, and once I learned how to put this equipment together and learn how to use a MacBook, I'm sitting there like, I'm thinking I'm ready to go. I can't even get on YouTube, man. But this was just a little introduction and a summary of what Mornings with Stackbundles is going to be about. And that was just a little short story I just wanted to tell you all to get y'all ready. And like and subscribe for you, boy, like they say over there. Like and subscribe. Let me get this thing going, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason I'm doing this to give me something to do, because I ain't been working, because I've been sick, and to show you how people want me to do this. All this equipment that's in here, I got equipment all in the barrels on the floor. All this equipment. I got all this stuff from one of my friends, because he said he needed me to get on YouTube because I'm the funniest dude on Facebook to him. So they gave me all this stuff for free, just so I can give me something to do. And he wanted me to get on YouTube and let you all see me and meet me. So come check your boy out. Mornings with Stackbundles. Like and subscribe. Holla at your boy. Peace. Chicago every day.